Hey guys, so I am starting the vlog off. Yay, I'm trying to do vlog for this Caribathon. And yeah, welcome to my channel. So I'll give you a proper introduction. And so today has been one of those days where it is Sunday and I didn't want to do anything at all. So we're talking about I didn't want to do anything as far as craft. I have the project that I was working on, my sewing project, and for my friend. Absolutely love this dress. Basically, I took ideas from things that I've seen and put it in one dress. It looks amazing on her. She's full figure in terms of she doesn't have a waist, but she has butt. And the way I was able to do it with it flattering her body, I am proud of myself. But I can't show you guys till probably after her birthday, because her birthday is July 5th. So I'm not gonna show any of it until she actually wears it, because you know there are people who she knows watch this, and also I think it's just for her to be show it off first before I put it all up on here. The only thing I have to do now is a sleeve, and it's a different kind of sleeve I've never done. It's one of those flowy ones. I just been pausing on it, but I need to finish it so I can move on to my own projects, which I will show you guys, you know. So the light is not lighting right now. Why are we doing this light on me? Anyway guys, just know this is what I'm reading, this is what I'm finishing up. I am halfway in. Is it halfway? Yeah. Little. Yeah, it's about halfway. So I am reading a family saga. So here is what this book is about. So this is The Island of Forgetting by Jasmine. And I keep calling Forgiven because maybe my mind just needs to be a forgiveness story, like forgiving oneself. Yeah. So this is a story where we're following, it started with a young man who witnessed the death of his father by his mother and brother, who he wasn't a good person in terms of how he treated the family, but you learn a little bit in the first part that that father had trauma, and that trauma that he inflicted on his children. And in this story, it is generation and generation of making really horrible mistakes. So in this you have the young man, the beginning is basically went crazy in terms of, they call him man, because he's roaming the streets of Barbados, roaming the beaches. He never quite got help and counseling and things to deal with what he witnessed and how he felt about what he witnessed. But however, he had a child, and in this, the child was raised in, I guess if you read the blurb, but you could get the idea in terms of the house that he lived in wasn't, it was by his uncle, and which is the uncle that unalive his father in this. And then you have the cousin, so the uncle's son, and there's that relationship and things that didn't go that way. Then he now has a child, and I'm at where his child Calypso is literally looking for something and got caught up with a tourist, and the decisions that come out of that is very sad. And that part of the story where you just see a young girl who's literally allowing someone to use her, not knowing how to deal with the feelings she has as a young 17-year-old girl. So this in the story is sad, and this is not a happy book at all. It's kind of like a cycle of generation. No one's broken the cycle yet. And so we're in what, 1, 2, the third generation in this. Yeah. So it's a tragic story to me. I don't know where we're going. I think when I read the blurb in the front that she's going to have a son, and I guess the son gonna be doing some. So we'll see how the author chooses to end story like this, because I don't like story like this where there's not a real clear message of um, that makes sense. It's just tragedy after tragedy, trauma after trauma don't really suit well with me with stories like this if we're not getting to something that is positive. As a reader that wants that, yes, I know real life it doesn't happen, but in books I want to see something. That's how I feel. So anyway, that's my vibes on this. So what I'm gonna do now is prep for some food. I also did a shorts that will come out before this video, so it will be the day after. So go ahead and pick up, watch my shorts on a video that I posted before, because I will be doing full length and shorts, of course. So I'm gonna prep some food to cook, and then I'm gonna focus on this mainly, but I really do want to finish my friend's dress sleeve so I can just get rid of it today, and so I can focus on this for the rest of the night. The sleeve should take me maybe an hour because it's it's interesting, but I'm hoping to finish it soon so that I can focus on this and do the other projects that are much more simpler to do. And yeah, so this is how we starting, guys. This is how we starting. Let's talk about this. Now let me tell you, Calypso is a girl that's lost, and I think in this story I like the fact that there's something about her that's still passionate and still aware of certain things, and the fact that she is becoming a parent, because this is a family saga, so it's like each one having kids. But the situation with the hotel, because in this story it's a hotel chain in terms of her family owns a hotel, and her uncle will be an uncle, no, her father's uncle, you know about the saga about what him and his mother did to his father. And so there's a lot of secrets, and there's a moment in this where she's finally seen what kind of family she has, and it is sad. It is sad, and bringing in a child into that. So we're continue this, and I must say the drama in this is good. The drama in this is good. At first I was just like, oh guys, it's gonna be over the top drama, but the drama is good. I'm loving this so far. I'm hoping to finish it tonight, but it's taking me a little longer because I'm getting distracted with everything else that I need to do this week. So we'll come back to this. All right, guys. Guys, this book is fantastic. Oh my god, she delivered. She absolutely delivered. Jasmine Seeley delivered. The Island of Forgetting, yes, the title sums it up really well at the end. I was absolutely smiling and almost in tears at the end. This is a story that is packed with trauma, but the author somehow found a way to pull it together at the end in a way that you feel that healing is possible. And there is that moment when this part of the book, when I read this and I was just like, when he said, I think I understand something about my grandfather now and about myself. Two fatherless sons, so hollowed out by our anger and loneliness, we became invisible to each other. Just, when you think a story like this and it went on for 4 generations, and this pain and hurt that they're experienced within each other's, you wonder if possible for healing in this. And it's the drama is very much a page turner. The drama will suck you in. You will constantly want to keep going and not put the book down. I got to a point in this I just did not want to put the book down because that's just how much it was pulling me in. And I love that about this book. But I love that I did not get the disappointment I thought was going to come, because I really thought, how is she going to end this? Because there's so much trauma in this. Like, how is she going to make it so, like, tasteful in a sense where the story had a message that can be taken and appreciated for a story like this? And she did that for me. She absolutely did that for me. Love this. Highly recommended. I love that each individual acknowledge that their part in their struggle is something that they themselves could heal from, in terms of just saying, this is what am I doing moment. There's a part where Calypso acknowledged the trauma she experienced and how much of herself she felt was taken from her, and in her inability to be a good mother in those moments. And I think for a son, he needed to hear that. And I think sometimes parents don't realize how much damage they do to their children, and how they in turn do the same damage to their children, and just continue. And you see that in this, and it's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. I'm absolutely impressed with this book. I'm impressed, and I'm glad it didn't disappoint, and I'm glad the hype lived up to it, because I was worried about not really loving it, because it was one of those ones that people really talked about a lot. And it's the message in this is there, and it's such a Caribbean book. It is such a Caribbean book. So many aspects of this where I'm like, oh yes, this is Caribbean. in not necessarily the most best way, but it is Caribbean, and I appreciate this. Thought it was absolutely fantastic. Highly recommended. It's definitely one of my favorite books I've read this year. And I am going to end this by saying, if you can't tell, pick it up. Highly recommend this book. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Woo.